What's up, y'all? It's your boy P-Lot, aka the Brick Slinger, and guess what? Your boy got something to say. With all the things going on in the world, there's news on Snoop Dogg saying something very homophobic, according to the letter people. He was on a podcast, and he was telling the host about taking his grandson to see the Buzz Lightyear movie. And there was a scene where two women and a baby was in the scene. And the grandson is asking Snoop, why is there two women with a baby? How did two women have a baby? And Snoop Dogg said, I'm trying to watch the movie. I'm not trying to explain nothing. I'm pretty much paraphrasing. He just basically said, look, just watch the movie. But he also said that y'all got me into something that I don't even know. And the letter people is pretty much getting at Snoop for not only explaining to his grandson how two women had a baby together. And the craziest part is they trying to not only consider him homophobic, but also hypocritical. By bringing up some previous stuff he did in the past where two women did kiss in his videos. And yes, there was a time Snoop Dogg did produce a corn. I'm gonna be correct. Did some corn videos. Forgive me, it don't even sound right for me to actually say it like that. But the thing of it is, they want to hold Snoop Dogg accountable for what he did in the past. Plus make him regret even want to say something like that with his grandson. But here's my thing. Did the Lightyear movie came out like a couple of years ago? Just asking. That was a couple of years ago. And folks knew it was going to be controversial. Disney knew it was going to be controversial by adding that scene in the movie. Because of, quite frankly, somebody gonna be willing to explain how two women had a baby. And we talking about Buzz Lightyear in the time of space. Who knows what year this we talking about? Only thing I know is that, let's keep it a buck. It takes a man and a woman to produce a child. Not a woman by herself, and definitely not two women. Obviously not two men. A man and a woman. It's been designed that way from the get-go, and it's gonna continue to go that way until the very end of time. When would that be? Don't know. So don't expect me to come with some rapture prophetic timeline. And this is something you barely gonna hear me say. But I agree with Snoop. Not only do I agree with Snoop, but I'm on his side on this one. It's rare that I be on anybody on the secular side. But when it comes to this, I'm not gonna back down on this one. I'm a double down because number one, Buzz Lightyear not only it's a kids movie, but it's part of the Toy Story franchise. Heck, I remember when the first two came out, plus when Buzz Lightyear was a cartoon series. And they wasn't displaying that then. So when Disney's trying to expand their horizon by adding something that could be beneficial for the letter people to enjoy, they knew that it was going to cause some controversy. That's why in other countries on this earth, they removed that particular scene, because certain countries do not permit homosexual activities or homosexual agendas like America do. And here's what makes it even more interesting. When Snoop was trying to watch the movie with his grandson, and his grandson in the middle of the movie was like, how is that possible? You think Snoop Dogg wanted to take the time to be like, look, grandson, here's how it goes. These two women, to be honest with you, they're unable to make a baby together. So one of them had to have a baby from previous relationship, or they adopted this one, or one of those women are not really a woman. You think Snoop wanted to take the time while watching the movie to explain to his grandson the birds and the bees? And then, not only are we talking about the birds and the bees, but the birds and the bees according to the letter people edition. To be quite frankly, they're not trying to explain how two women can have a baby from a biological perspective. Because even they know biologically two women can't make a baby together. Just like two men can't make a baby together. So the only option is to adopt. But I also understand that when you're watching a movie, you ain't got time. I go to the movie pretty much once a week at a certain time in my life. If I want to watch a movie, even though there's certain things in certain scenes that I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, time out. Wait a minute, did that just happen? I'm not going to wild out in the middle of the movie. You know, that's kind of disturbing for the other folks. That's kind of disturbing. Folks don't go to the movies just to watch the movie and have a conversation in the middle of the movie unless they want to be disruptive in the first place. But to have the letter people coming out and getting upset with Snoop because he don't want to tell his grandson how things goes in real life, especially at this time where almost everything you turn around, every time you turn around, everything is a letter people friendly, letter people affiliated, letter people tolerant. That's the thing that's kind of mind-boggling. Because you got people like Billy Porter, Niecy Nash, even T.S. Madison coming out trying to get at Snoop for doing something like not telling his grandson how two women, you know what I'm saying? And bringing up his previous work where two women have been kissing each other and whatnot. That's the difference between adult film and kids movie. See the thing about the Larry people is that they know if they can get the kids, they can get a generation. They already got the generation on lock. They already know that their agenda can be set when the next generation already grabs it. They already have a hold on it. They already got it in their mind. Hey, two women can have a baby. Hey, two men can be together. Because you know, you get the next generation, you can also get the new law. You can also not only create new laws, but abolish old laws at the same time. Think about it. If you can have a generation where it's okay for two women can kiss and maybe even have sex and display it and have a category on it for the adults, why not try to introduce it to the kids so that the kids already know what to do, know what to expect and know what to do? That's the purpose of a propaganda. Is to develop a habit for the next generation or the next group of people so that they can already be like, yeah, I know what to do. I got a plan. And the craziest part is, when it comes to the kids, you would think that the kids are off limit with stuff like this. Not at this time. And you know what? I'll take it even spiritually and religiously. Devil's not playing with this generation and the next generation of kids. He's not playing. He's going to use the letter people to do this type of stuff. Why? For the same reason he used other people to do certain things in history. Satan has always tried to find a way to keep the multiplication of human beings at a certain minimum in a reduced number, if I must say. And at this point, he's going to use the letter people for this reason. Because at this point, deleting kids, even though it's increasing by a number, it's still not stopping folks from producing a new human being. So the best thing to do is for Satan is to use people to rethink about marriage, rethink about family, and rethink about society. And for them to get at Snoop about that shows how ridiculous their philosophy really is. And to bring up old materials that is unequally parallel. Because I understand, with kids gonna always be asking questions about some things that they don't fully understand. And sometimes as parents, or better yet, as adults, it is our job and our duties, as well as our privilege, to make sure that our kids get the information that they're needed in the level that they can understand. Now would be a good time to start answering questions, or better yet, finding the best answer for the question that's going to be asked. And sometimes it'd be best to just tell the kids, hey, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Matter of fact, we can find out together. It'd be best to learn with them instead of learn for them. But not everything is for everybody, and not everybody's in the same level as the next person. But this is why everybody needs Jesus. Everybody needs Jesus, including the letter people and including Snoop Dogg. Even though he already put out a gospel album and planning on pushing out another one, and probably gonna do another one after that one. The thing of it is that we as believers, we need to be in our word, be in our prayer life, step it up, and be prepared to have answers for stuff like this. Because truth be told, they know what's up. They been know what's up. And it's very foolish of the letter people to try to pull one on Snoop and thinking that they got one, and then try to bring up the whole Trump thing. Like, come on. Like, let's be real, be more realistic. Bringing up stuff that have nothing to do with current stuff doesn't win arguments. It doesn't. It really don't. But like I said before, I'm on the side with Snoop, because you know, not everything needs to be explained to kids, and especially at a time when you're in a place where you're not even trying to explain anything at all. It's the movie theater for a reason, and certain things should be for certain audience. Like movies like Lightyear should have been PG-13 or PG. But when you put it at G and put it in for everybody, that means generally it's for the kids to mess with as well. But you know what? People gonna do what they want to do. People gonna continue to live their life according to their free will. And everything about Romans 1 after Romans 1:16 explains everything about man's nature. Everything about mankind's nature at this point. So, at this point, if God doing one of these on folks, that means they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of their action until they repent. But you know what? That's just me. If you like what you heard, there's a like button. If you dislike what you heard, there's a dislike button. Comment, give me your 2 cents, and hey, you can disagree, but as long as you're not disrespectful, you are all right with me. Subscribe, share this video. Let's continue this conversation. And if you get a chance, go get Man of the Construction. It's on all the digital outlets, from Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, iTunes, you name it, it's there. Until then, this your boy P Light, aka the Brick Slinger, and as always, continue to sharpen one another, support the kingdom, take care, and God bless. Labor.